going on, folks? Should probably close my door. What's going on? Wait, let's do this real quick. How y'all doing? Don't expect too many people to join. Not only are we in the off season, it's also like late and all. This is my dog. Just saying hi to people. I honestly don't even have that much to say. I don't even have my piano anymore. It's in the shop. Just broke up with my girlfriend for the best, but hella sad, to be honest. I had a very similar experience recently. It was for the best. Long distance didn't work. We're still great friends. It was funny how someone after that mentioned Seinfeld, because isn't that the plot of Seinfeld? Is two people being able to remain friends after being in a relationship for a while. It's Jerry and Elaine, you know what I mean? But yeah, we all mourn the end of things. It's an interesting prospect when you think about it. I once heard, in the Buddhist belief, people are like a wave in the ocean. And you can measure its shape, and you can measure its size, and you can measure its speed. But in the end of the day, the wave crashes, and then it returns to where it came. In that same motion, people are fluid. When something comes to an end and you have to reflect on that, it's interesting because you're not only reflecting on the end of the relationship, but you're reflecting also on the end of that part of your life. And it's easy to feel sentimental about the safety of the past. I think it's on us to realize that itself is dangerous and to move past that. You know what I mean? What else is going on? Oh well, we got people joining and everything. You know what it makes me realize though? If all these people are joining and the numbers staying the same, that means people are joining and leaving at the same rate. Hi Jordan. Hello. Boy, are you Gen? I don't know what Gen means. Like Gen Z? I'm Gen Z. I want pumpkin pie, don't we all? Should I eat the leftover pizza for breakfast? Yes. Shy, how you doing? I didn't know if I should call you. I thought it was too late. My mental health declined tremendously because of stressful school. I get you, man. I get you. Stress can wear on you in ways you don't know. Even when you're not feeling actively stressed or anxious, that underlying anxiety can tear at who you are. Believe me, I get that. But, you're not alone in this. Everyone goes through it. And in the same way that everyone goes through it, everyone lives on. So you can find your strength in every other person that you see living on, because they are proving that it's possible for you too. Love your character in Superman and Lois. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are such a good actor. Thank you very, very much. I'm with some incredible actors. It's been an honor working and learning from all of them. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I've loved you still. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. For if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will always feel the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And when at last I found you, your song will fill the air. And sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the things you do endear you to me. Oh, you know I will. I will. What's going on? You're wearing a Superman shirt. Yes, I am. It's getting a little tight. Gaines. Let's see. Quest to join. Kind of want Shy to join, but I don't think he wants to. Can you sing Blue River? I don't know Blue River. Honestly, I don't know guitar very well. What was the first acting job you booked? When I was a kid, first big one when I was like a little kid, I did Peanuts, and then I didn't do anything for a while, and then I guess this, really. Is acting more talent or practice? I'm trying to answer that question myself, because if it's talent, I'm screwed. I can't get any better. I think it is practice. I think it's everything that accumulates in your life as well, and how much you're willing to change and all of that. Although I'm sure practice and talent. I'm sure talent has such a big part in it as well. Talent can only be the bedrock of skill. What were you doing if you weren't an actor? I really wanted to be a physicist as a kid. Probably would be doing something along those lines in science. When is the Superman and Lois season 2? We're Superman and Lois season 2. It's filming right now. What have you learned from Jordan Kent? A lot of things. I think one of the things I've learned from Jordan. That's a good question. I think I've learned a lot about growth. I've learned a lot about what an ordinary kid is. If that makes any sense. My whole life I went to acting high school. I lived in New York. I didn't have the fortune of two parents who were together and happy. So I'm learning what a more whole experience is, and I'm learning how that affects someone even if they are troubled in the way that he is, and how deep down he has this very nice beating heart, and I'm learning what that heart means, and I'm learning how I can try to accept that within myself as well. Welcome to 18, hell. Welcome to 18, yeah. We're in 18. It's crazy to think I'm 18. Is the Superman curse real? I'm not sure what that means. Did you get to go backstage and meet Bob Dylan because you're a celebrity and all? I don't think I'm that lucky. Although apparently with my mask on, I looked a lot like his son or his grandson, because everyone thought I was Jacob Dylan, who's like a 40-year-old man, by the way, like 50-year-old man. But apparently with the mask, they thought I was Jacob Dylan. Like, people went up to me, which is absolutely hilarious. People think Jordan, the character, are boring and selfish, but I actually think it's being unfair with him. He's banned from a lot. Well, I think people will make their own judgments about the character. And also the character, I think you have to remember that characters are something that moves story, right? You can't blame a thread of red if you're trying to paint a tapestry of a battle. You know what I'm saying? You need this to happen. You need some things to happen in order to make the story good, in order for you to like the other characters better sometimes. It's all part of it. Being the character, being in charge of one character is an interesting job, because everyone else working on the show is in charge of all the characters. Everyone else except the actors. They're in charge of all the characters and the story itself. So being in charge of a single character is very interesting, because all of a sudden you feel the weight of something that not necessarily you have that much control over. And you feel the weight over something that in reality the people's response to it is a lot more about the story than really what your exact character is. It's weird. I'm the only one who works for Jordan Kent. Everyone else on the show works for Superman and Lois. And I feel like a good actor works for Superman and Lois and not for Jordan Kent. And that's what I'm trying to do. Have you been working out for season 2 for yourself? Working out for season 2 mainly, to be honest. I can't reveal anything, but I think it is natural to assume that as people grow up, they also get bigger. Although all the shirts are too small and all the pants are too big, which is a good sign, I suppose. Have you taken MBTI test? No. I don't know what that means. Can I join? Nah. What's an experience you had as Jordan Kent that you never had in real life? Having superpowers? Having my dad be Superman? No. Moving to a small town. I never moved in a small town. In fact, I've barely visited a small town, which helped out in the beginning in that he's not used to this small town, but now that he's getting more used to it, I've been having to make up for that lack of knowledge in my research. I'm from New York City. The smallest town I've ever lived in is Vancouver. So love from India to Jordan and Jonathan. Thank you. It feels midlife. Do not know what I'm doing. I'm not sure. If y'all need any actors in SNL, I'll need a tree. That's funny. Who's your favorite Superman besides Tyler? Yeah, probably Reeve. Someone started following me. That's interesting. What's something you've learned from John Kent? I think there are a lot of things to learn from John Kent. I think about taking one for the team. Sure does that a lot. And also, about love and compassion, a lot of the same kind of things. I honestly, it's like, as with John, you don't see him go through as much as Jordan, except that as the season goes on, more and more happens to this kid, and he's not exactly used to it, which is an interesting dynamic. I think Jordan has to deal with a lot of trauma from his past life, which we didn't dive into as much as we could have in season 1, before season 1 started. If you could change anything about Superman's powers, what would it be? Well, I'm always wondering about Super P. I feel like every other orifice has a power. There's cold breath, laser eyes, super smell, super hearing. Sorry, but is there Super P? Is there a Super P? Is there supersonic peeing going on here? Maybe he pees acid on his enemies. Something like that. I'm not sure. Are the powers strictly limited to the facial region? You know what I mean? Is that what I'm getting here? I don't know. What's something you've learned from Sarah Cushing? How to be strong, how to hold on, how to hold your ground. Yeah. How do you relate to your character? I relate to my character a lot. I mean, we're very different people. But he pees kryptonite. That would be interesting. Because would he pee kryptonite? That's an interesting idea. With the nephrons, would they, in the kidney, they sort out waste, things that are harmful to the body. So we can assume, if kryptonite is a real element, that there's trace amounts of it in the atmosphere of Earth, because it's in the crust, right? Then that's an assumption. Therefore, he must be breathing in very small, very, very small amounts of kryptonite. The only thing, though, that his immune system would probably be trying to filter out. Therefore, I'm assuming if you had a bet, and his body would use the water that he so clearly drinks to expel, instead of, the normal, contaminants and urea, but most likely he would probably expel that trace amounts of kryptonite. Therefore, he must pee kryptonite. I am going to say that because his kidneys, his nephrons, and the glomerulus, it's filtering out the waste. Look at that. Crack the code. I'm going to call up Todd. Bro, just saying words. Aren't we all? Oh, man. We're all just saying words. Love Superman shirt. Amazing. Love it. Thank you. Thanks for wasting one day of my life because I couldn't stop watching the show. You might be onto something. I know I'm onto something. I know I'm onto something. I think you'll have to tell him to talk about... I'm going to call Todd out. Todd Helbing is our lovely showrunner. Yes. He is awesome. I'm going to call him about this. I'm thinking hard, or Christy. She's a lovely executive producer on our show. Her and I are good friends. I'm going to think about this, though. Super P. It makes sense scientifically, for I am a scientist. Jorah slow dance next season? I think it was already leaked that there was a little party going on. I don't understand what you're saying. Use a translator, but when we go, greetings from Mazatlan, Mexico. Hello. I say Jordan has reminded me a lot about how Clark has been as a teen. They tried to do those parallels a lot. Jordan is his own person from Clark, and Clark is definitely a very different person than Jordan or Jonathan. But they also kind of went into, how Lois had these issues. It seems as if Jonathan has inherited Superman's heart and patience, whereas Jordan has inherited a lot of his troubles and his self-doubt and his worries. And that was kind of the theme of last season as well, are these two sides of Clark and Lois, and how kind of the parts that are almost self-destructive added up in Jordan, and the parts that are not added up in Jonathan, and how that plays out. Jordan gets a lethal fart power. I hope so. What do you think's gonna happen when Sarah finds out about Jordan's abilities? Oh, my shirt is also from Superman. Cool. Your show has the exact same audience rating as Squid Game. Wow, that's cool. I know our first season certified fresh now. It was great meeting you at the Heels premiere in New York City. I'm glad you were there. Can't believe everyone started laughing during that. That was really, really funny, I'm not gonna lie. Before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as the northern star. And I said, constantly in darkness, where's it at? Would you meet me? I'm at the bar. I'm back at the courtroom coaster, in the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada. Your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. Tastes so bitter, bitter and sweet, 'cause I could drink a case of you. Still be on my feet, said still be on my feet. Isn't that a pretty song? I could sing more of it, but I'd just bore you all. I can't really sing like Joni Mitchell, obviously, because I'm a person with a penis. Am I allowed to say penis? I feel like it's a medical term. Is there a chance you met Supergirl in Superman and Lois? Can actors vote for their own show at the People's Choice Awards? We are people. So, yeah. I thought someone I knew joined. I was about to say, oop, gotta go. Haha. Any Bob Dylan. Where's that song from? It's a Joni Mitchell song. It's from that very famous album, Blue. It doesn't really have like a set verse chorus structure, which is very interesting. It's kind of hard to remember in that way. Who benches more, you or Jonathan? If by you mean Alex versus Jordan, I'm gonna assume Jordan absolutely benches more. He's older. He's been at it more. He's also, he's a strong guy. As for in the show, definitely Jordan, just because I think the powers thing might give him an edge. I'm not sure. House of the Rising Sun, The Animals. Are you gonna put out season 1 bloopers? I hope so. There's so many. Your favorite series? I'm an actor, so I have to say Breaking Bad. How old are you? I turned 18 2 months ago. Peanuts? ? Cashew? ? Man, Jordan stay winning. Jordan's an absolute beast. An animal. Oh my god, that was so funny. Have you seen season 6 of Crows? No, I've not seen Crows. Breaking Bad is the best. I know, so good. Class of 2021, let's go. Class of 2021. I can't believe it's still 2021. It feels like so long. Last time I was in high school was March of 2020. So it feels weird to think that I would have been in school only, 6 months ago? If everything was right. I feel like LaGuardia was such a long time ago. It was, wasn't it? It was a year. It was 2 years ago, almost. A whole pandemic ago. A move to a different country ago. A complete change of lifestyle ago. It's crazy. Where do you learn... What did you say? Any song you recommend to learn on the guitar? Juliet's saying come to Brazil. It's funny. No, I'm not very good at guitar, so I say go to someone who's better at guitar for that kind of advice. If Jordan is a beast, he's a cute one. How do you sign with an agent? That's a long story. Look it up. I believe in you. Yes, I know Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Hey, you're freaking awesome. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. My bags are packed, I'm ready to go, I'm sending it outside your door. I feel like I could keep playing music, but it would only be boring. Your favorite movie? I like The Graduate a lot. Really love Citizen Kane. I know, they're kind of theater kid answers, but what can I do? Why don't you read my questions? I read yours now. Is it sunny in New York City? I'm in Vancouver shooting my show. Sorry, I think I have a crush on you. I can't help it. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. I feel like you should be diagnosed with that as a medical condition. A crush on me, I feel like that is insanity. Where's the piano guy? It's in the shop. It's going to be in the shop for quite a while. Remember how it was broken where the pedal would stop working and it would sound terrible? Either way, it's gonna take 2 weeks to fix. I'm gonna kind of lay down here. I'm getting tired. Someone said, marry me. I feel like I'd gotta meet you first. Fixing the pedal. Yeah, actually fixing the pedal jack. It's a whole thing. Do you know a little Spanish? No. Hablo español. Do you like working with Tyler had planned? I don't know what that means. Do you think Jordan Kent has any allergies? Yeah, kryptonite. Do you watch Vampire Diaries originals or legacies? No. But I know I have a really good friend who's going to be on something called Date with a Vampire. What was it? Diary of a Vampire? It's a new TV show they're making. What do you think of Bill Withers? How do you not love Bill Withers? Do you like Michael Jackson? I love Michael Jackson. Do you have any allergies? Not that I know of. Toxic people. Are you doing any more Comic-Cons? Yes. Do you reckon with Tyler? I don't know what that means. Give us a good trivia question. Okay. What is the former name of the capital of Kazakhstan? Former name of the capital of Kazakhstan. Go. Whoever gets it right first gets a shout out. Danny DeVito, let's go. It's always sunny. Wait, are you into old school music as well, or is it just me? I love old school music. That's pretty much everything I listen to. Borat, no idea, I'm sorry. What country is that? Oh no. It's quite a large country. I think the largest landlocked country in the world. Okay. It is Astana. Astana was the former name of Kazakhstan's capital. Second coldest capital in the world. What is the first coldest capital in the world? Come on. Trivia. Oh, someone said Astana, but I think maybe that was a little late. Siberia is not a city, and Moscow is not the correct answer. It is, in fact, Ulaanbaatar. I think someone said the capital of Greenland, but Greenland is owned by Denmark. I believe the answer is Ulaanbaatar. Mongolia is the coldest capital city in the world, followed by Astana, and then I believe Ottawa. I can't believe I know this information. Why do I know this information? Okay. Love from Romania. Do you know anything about Romania? I don't know. I mean, like, your language is very interesting. It's a Latin language surrounded by absolutely no Latin languages. I don't know how that happened. It's Moscow, not Ottawa? Oh. Moscow's the third coldest. Alright, where's Ottawa then? Is Ottawa the fourth coldest? You look a bit tired. When am I not? What time is it where you are? It's 11:13. 23:13. Alright, should I do more trivia? Do you want to be my boyfriend? I'm all your boyfriends. How the F do you see Romania at all this? I don't know. Ottawa is the 7th coldest. 7th? Wow, I really got that wrong. What, I mean, is Reykjavik somewhere on there? It's very far north. It's probably the most northern. Yeah, Reykjavik would be the most northern capital. What's the most southern capital? Would it be Canberra? Would it be Canberra? Or maybe, I mean, could you count Cape Town as a capital? because South Africa has 3 capitals, 3 different branches of government in 3 different cities. Only country with 3 different branches of government in 3 different cities. Someone tell me the most southern capital of the world. Is it in Argentina? Is Buenos Aires the capital of Argentina? Wellington, New Zealand is the southernmost capital. I believe that. That I believe, yeah. I always wanted to visit Wellington and Auckland down in New Zealand. Let me double check that online. Southern... Yeah, Wellington, New Zealand. Huh. Very interesting. What? Okay. Look, come on. What's another trivia question? Trivia question. Happy Hanukkah. Thank you very much. Trivia question. What is a trivia question? Why don't we just play trivia together, you guys? Let's see. Why don't we look up some trivia and play it together, folks? All right. Screw it. I'm going to spring lingua ignota. Hildegard von Bingen created this language. I love Seinfeld. Okay. Trivia. Random trivia generator. What Andrew Lloyd Webber musical ran from 1982 to 2000? That is Cats, of course. Six Flags, the most famous Texas amusement park, was named after what? Of course, the Six Flags that flew over Texas, one of them including the evil Confederate flag. So we have the Confederate flag, the Mexican flag, the Spanish flag, the Texan flag, the United States flag, and the Confederate flag. Those are the Six Flags. Oh, you know what? I didn't count France, but you know what I mean. So next time you're in Six Flags, you know that there are, in fact... one of them is the Confederate flag. Lovely. Who invented correction fluid known as liquid paper? It's a woman. I know it's a woman. I forgot whom. Nesmith Graham. Okay. What did miners Graham Flagg and Felipe Cosette meet on the December 1st, 1990? I have no idea. Did they build some big tunnel across something? The Channel. Ah, that's great. The Channel. I don't know how many snow crystals fall on Earth. 1 septillion. Who is the 9th letter of the group Luna? Today, I have no idea. Who is known as Slim Shady? Kanye, of course. Come on, it's Eminem. Marshall Mathers. All right, should I keep doing this? What country borders Sweden only by bridge? That is Denmark. Of course, here we are. Which planet is famous for its rings? Most likely Saturn. You could say Uranus because its rings are sideways, which is very unusual. San Andreas Fault is an example of what type of tectonic plate boundary? Oh, it's the one where the two ones are side by side. It's not a... Oh, I used to know this. Friction, right? Transform fault. Yeah, they slide past each other in San Andreas Fault. Unlike one where one goes underneath the other. What movie set in Vietnam won an Oscar for Best Picture in 1987? I want to say that's Apocalypse Now. Platoon. What phylum consists of single-celled organisms? Eukaryotes. Protozoa. Eukaryotes are us. Whoa. I don't know. What Liffey flows through the center of which the river Liffey flows the center of which European city? I don't know. I've never been to Europe. I couldn't tell you. Dublin. Oh, I guess the river blank would mean it's in England anyway, right? It would be in the UK. Because otherwise we say the blank river. Cape Fear River flows into what body of water? I don't know. Atlantic Ocean. What country has the largest forest found within a city? Probably, you know what? I want to say it's that big forest within Tokyo, so I want to say Japan. Brazil. There we go. All right. That I really just okay, trivia questions. More trivia. Should we just keep doing it? How long is an Olympic swimming pool in meters? I want to say 100. Right? 150 meters. What countries make up the original Axis powers in World War II? Italy, Germany. Oh, I should know this. Italy, Germany. It wasn't the Russians. The Russians weren't with them. Was it the Russians? Oh my God, I've been out of school too long. Japan, of course, Japan. Japan, I forgot about the East. What countries do cities of Perth, Adelaide, and Brisbane belong to? Of course, Australia. What geometric shape is generally used for stop signs and octagon? What is sinophobia? Sino. Don't know. Fear of dogs. What punctuation marks ends an imperative sentence? Exclamation point. Who named the Pacific Ocean? Who named the Pacific Ocean? Magellan, I guess, got there first, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, Magellan. Magellan named the Pacific Ocean. Look at that. Look at that. How many languages are written from right to left? Well, all the Semitic languages. So Arabic, Urdu, Hebrew, Mongolian is written up, down, right to left. I don't think they're going to count that. Right, because Mongolian goes like that. Japanese can also go like that. But I don't think this is actually what I think it's really... I think they're thinking like this. So if that's the case, then it would be, all the Semitic languages. So like Arabic, Urdu, Hebrew. There's so many forms of Arabic. I'm going to go for these 3. 12. Apparently 12 languages are written right to left. How many countries still have the shilling as currency? Bonus point, which countries? The shilling. I don't know. Shilling sounds like it's European. But if you're in Europe, you have the euro. If you're in the European Union. And then Switzerland has francs. Norway, maybe. I don't think Norway has the shilling. I don't know. 4. Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Somalia. That, I was not expecting Africa out of that. What is the name of the man who launched eBay in 1995? I don't know. Pierre Audeminar. Okay, cool. What is the biggest technology company in South Korea? I want to say it's Hitans. But I can't say. Samsung. Okay, Samsung. What animal can be seen on the Porsche logo? Jordan has a Porsche. I believe it's a horse. Or like an ox or something. Horse. Yeah, there you go. Which monarch officially made Valentine's Day a holiday in 1537? 1537, I believe, would have been Elizabethan times. So Elizabeth I. Oh, Henry VIII. Lovely. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in 1903? Marie Curie, I'm going to bet. Yeah. First dictionary was written by, I don't know, some guy named Oxford. Robert Codry. Worship of Krinisha. Oh, I'm going to offend people now. Krishna. Oh wait, Krishna. That's in Hinduism. Yeah, Hinduism. There we go. Yeah. Forgive me, but I know that from George Harrison. I'm sorry. What is the name of the largest ocean on Earth? Of course, it's the Pacific Ocean. In fact, it is the only ocean to contain an antipode of itself, which means if you were to drill through the Earth at one point of the Pacific Ocean, you would come out on the other side of the Earth in the Pacific Ocean. You know that it's in the strait between Taiwan and mainland China, and it is, if you dig right through there, you come out right by South America. So I just demolished that question. Demolition of the Berlin Wall separating East and West Germany, it began in what year? It was the 80s because it was Reagan, so I want to say it's like 82, 84, 89. Okay. What is the romanticized Arabic word for moon? I don't know. Kamar. Okay, that's very pretty. Who was the first woman pilot to fly solo across the Atlantic? Of course, everyone knows this. It is Amelia Earhart. Okay. Now, we have finished all of those trivia questions. Food and drink trivia questions. What is the rarest M&M color? Don't know. Brown. What is the common name for dried plums, prunes? Which country consumes the most chocolate per capita? I want to say Belgium. Switzerland. What is the name given to Indian food cooked over charcoal in a clay oven? Tandoori? Hey, tandoori. What is the first soft drink in space? I want to say like Coke. Probably an ad campaign. Yeah, Coca-Cola. What is the most consumed manufactured drink in the world? Probably, again, Coca-Cola. Tea. Oh. Okay. What is the only edible food that never goes bad? Honey. I believe that. I love honey. In fact, I love honey so much. Oh, I used to just have a big jar of honey sitting by my bed. I used to drink from it every night. Hendrix, Larios, Seagrams are some of the best-selling brands of which spirit? I want to say like whiskey, gin. Well, now you know I don't drink that much. Entertainment trivia questions. What was the first toy to be advertised on television? I don't know. Barbie? Mr. Potato Head. All right. What was the first feature-length film and animated movie ever released? I actually don't know this. Steamboat Willie? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Look at that. What TV series showed the first interracial kiss? Oh, of course, that is Star Trek. What are the four main characters in the TV series Golden Girls that ran from 1985 to 1992? I don't know, but Betty White is still alive. Who created Sherlock Holmes? Oh, I knew that. Arthur Conan Doyle, there we go. What awards has an EGOT winner won? That's an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Which member of the Beatles married Yoko Ono? John Lennon. What are the names of Cinderella's stepsisters? I don't know. I never watched Disney as a kid. What famous U.S. festival hosted over 350,000 fans in 1969? U.S. festival. I want to say, like, the World's Fair, right? But that's Woodstock. Oh, of course. Biggest selling music single of all time is, I want to say it's like Yesterday, right? Yesterday. Candle in the Wind. Wow. That is surprising. 1997. Goodbye, England's Rose. May you never grow in our heart. You are the place to pick us up. Kid-friendly trivia questions. Well, that means they're not going to be probably that hard. Geography. Here we go. Now I'm going to get to flex these muscles. Boom. What is Earth's largest continent? Afro-Eurasia, if you consider that a continent. It's interesting how we consider continents, though. Because, you know, if you consider Europe and Asia on different continents... Oh, Shai is here. If you consider Europe and Asia on different continents, you divide it on the Urals, which doesn't make really much sense. You know, also, you know, if you can try to, like, consider, like, tectonic plates as continents... You know, but you really, what we're going for is Eurasia here, but they're going to say Asia. There, Asia. Area 51 is located in which state? Shai? It's Nevada. What country touches the Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal? That's India.
Hey.
Yo, okay, you guys. The
I
ancient
love the
Phoenician
Bay of
city of
Bengal.
Constantine is what? You guys, the ancient Phoenician city of Constantine is located in what modern-day Arab country? You know this one.
Obviously, 1973.
Of course. Algeria. Algeria is the question.
Oh,
This is
I got it
my buddy
wrong.
Shai and Maya. What country
This is
borders
Jack.
14 nations?
Alex.
Hey,
Alex,
Jack.
I want
nice
you
to
to.
meet
I want you to meet Jack. Jack is great. This is
Nice to
Jack.
meet you, sir. You have a beautiful, gorgeous voice. You serenaded us all.
Oh,
Oh, for
lovely.
the guitar. Yeah.
Oh, Tim just joined. Hi, Tim.
Either way, the answer was Russia to that previous question. It was, in fact, Russia. Let me see if I was correct, though. Yes, it was. Havana is the capital of what country? That's Cuba. Yep. What country has the most natural lakes? That is Canada. Oh,
Wait.
Canada.
Wait. Tim just texted, wait, Alex, I'm friends with Max. Tim, how do you know Max?
Oh wait, Tim is here.
Yeah.
Oh, because you went live too.
Raja
Yeah, but how does Tim
Arabia
know
is the capital of what
Max?
Middle Eastern country? That's Saudi Arabia.
Max is Alex's brother.
Max is my brother. Which Central American country has a name which translates to English as the Savior? That's El Salvador, of course. In what country would you find Lake Bled? I don't know. Slovenia.
They went to USC together.
In the state of Georgia, it's illegal to eat what with a fork? I want to say like ice cream or something. Fried chicken. Science trivia questions. All right, here we go. These are going to be, what type of matter are atoms most tightly packed? Oh, isn't this a loaded question? All right, well, you are thinking of the three types of matter, probably solid, liquid, gas, right? Solid, liquid, gas, everyone's favorite, but we're forgetting two very important stages of matter, one a little more important than the other. The other one is plasma, in which the electrons are able to free float around. And the fifth one is Bose-Einstein condensate. Say it for the people in the back, all right? So Bose-Einstein condensate is when temperatures get so cold that the actual substance of the matter and the quarks within them kind of bleed into each other. It's from an idea between this Indian scientist Bose and, the classic old Einstein. They had this idea. They have formulated Bose-Einstein condensate in labs using lasers to do all this stuff. So what type of matter are the atoms most tightly packed? It is Bose-Einstein condensate. Of course, they are going to say solid because they don't know anything. Solids. right? What is the hottest planet in the solar system? That is Venus, not Mercury. Even though Mercury is closer, Venus had the greenhouse effect. In fact, Venus was a lot like Earth at one point, but the carbon dioxide in the air made it so that it traps heat. What is the opposite of matter? Antimatter, of course. Okay, so now we have to talk about leptons, everyone's favorite leptons. In fact, let's put on the standard model. Okay, so here's the standard model of elementary particles, folks. Okay, so we got the quarks and the leptons and the gauge boson, and then, of course, the scalar bosons, which there's really only the Higgs boson. Okay, right? So this is like the periodic table that makes up the periodic table. You see what I mean? So everything that we pretty much know is made up of these three, really, right? Because we have up, down, electron, right? Up, down, electron, right? So these carry charges of 2/3 and minus 1/3, right? So the idea is that a neutron neutralizes out, right? So it has 2 downs and 1 up. So minus third, minus third, plus 2/3 make a neutron, right? And then we have talking about 2 ups and 1 down, and then we have a proton, right? A positive of 1. Electrons carry -1. But then we have to say to ourselves, well, what would happen if we just swapped it all around, right? What if we had a positron? Because each of these have their opposites, right? Which is not really expressed here, right? So each one of these have an opposite, right? So the idea that there's a positron, and then we have an antiproton and an antineutron made up of their respective quarks and all of that, right? So really what we're saying is antimatter. Matter and antimatter apparently were created both in the beginning of time in the Big Bang, but somehow matter won the battle due to an imbalance that we still don't understand and very well might be the meaning of life scientifically. Wow, a loaded question and concept, right? So antimatter and matter, when they collide, the E equals mc squared into pure energy, right? So the idea of E equals mc squared, you've heard this idea, you've heard that equation a million times. The reason why it's so brilliant is because it says that energy is equal to mass times the speed of light squared, which is a giant number. Speed of light squared is a big number, meaning that a little bit of mass, when completely annihilated, it can turn into a lot of energy, right? So when it goes completely into energy through an antimatter reaction, it would be quite a big bang. Yeah, antimatter. Which of Newton's laws states for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction? Of course, that is the third law. The second law being force equals mass times acceleration, and the first one being that an object in motion stays in motion unless acted by an unbalanced force. Yes, 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 yes. In 2004, what was discovered on the island of Flores in Indonesia? Java Man was discovered, I believe. I want to say Java Man was discovered. He is an early form of human. Remains of a hobbit-sized human. Yes, Java Man. What is the nearest planet to the sun? Mercury. Come on. What color is your blood when it's inside your body? Red. Are you kidding me? Is Pluto a planet? No, because it does not clear its orbit, right? So this was the whole idea. Someone kind of said all of a sudden in a big meeting, well, what is a planet? And then they said, well, it has to clear its own orbit. And they went, well, Pluto doesn't cut it, because all they were doing at this time in like 2008 was discovering all these other planets, some of them bigger than Pluto. So they had to define a planet. A planet is a object that clears its own orbit. How many teeth does an adult human have? I actually don't know. Well, so that's 7 on this side, plus the wisdom teeth, right? So that means that we have 8, so that means 16 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then plus the wisdom teeth, so 8. So 16 on the top, so 32. 32 is correct. What tissues connect the muscles to the bones. Muscles to the bones. Those are the ligaments. Tendons. Ligaments are the other ones. Okay. All right. I ran out. All right, I'm going to call back my friend Shy. I hope you all enjoyed trivia. Anyone who said 35 teeth, no, you can't have an odd number of teeth.